So, who specifically has come up to you? Like, which municipalities have?
No particular local government has come to me, but I've had some lobbyists that lobby for, again, county services that come to me and said it would have a direct impact on them, that they're hired by county services to do lobbying, and it would prohibit them from doing it. And again, I'm not looking to try to put anybody out of work, but I just think when you're spending taxpayer dollars, you should be somewhat accountable for it.
Do you have a head count of how many people have knocked on your door since they found out that your bill is going?
I have had several people come to me, and some of them have actually been very polite and said that you know, it affects me, but I can't argue with the merits of your bills.
What have you been hearing from your fellow legislators?
Most of them have seemed to be supportive. When I was in the State Government Subcommittee the other day, and I actually went in and wrote the bill, as you're very aware, I didn't get a warm and fuzzy feeling, put it that way, so we may not even get it out of committee, but that won't prohibit me from running a piece of legislation that I think is a good piece of legislation.
Now, what about some of the small towns? Do small towns have lobbyists too that they employ? I mean, what do you...
Small towns would probably, in my opinion, probably fall under the umbrella of the Tennessee Municipal League or the Tennessee Chamber, and they would probably rely on them heavily to do their lobbying for them. And but again, if I'm a local government and I have a specific piece of legislation that I want to get passed, I'm going to my respective legislator and senator and say, you know, this is a piece of legislation that directly affects us, and we would like to see it passed. It comes on all the time. We get charter revision legislation, we get zoning revision legislation, we get all kinds of legislation that have local application only. And as a general rule, most other legislators, if you bring a piece of legislation to me that affects only your county or your city, and this is what your county and your city wants, you know, we're going to usually comply with what your wishes are.
What would you say right now is the biggest challenge this bill is facing? Is it, you know, the pressure from the lobbyists, or is it some possible pushback from fellow lawmakers?
I think what you will hear, I haven't heard it, but I think what other legislators will hear, and you may have to ask some of them what they've heard on this particular piece of legislation. But I think what you would probably hear would be that, you know, we don't want it. We being a Tennessee Municipal League, they may come back and say, well, we don't want this because it prohibits us from hiring our lobbyists. Tennessee Municipal League, in my understanding, have quite a few staff people that are quite capable of lobbying for their organization, but evidently they still hire outside lobbyists as well. And you may hear someone say, well, this small town USA, little city Tennessee, doesn't have a voice on the Hill except through TML. So they may use that argument, and that's certainly their prerogative to do so. But I personally don't think it holds warrants or holds water, so to speak.